Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to review a flight from Paris to Dubai with Air France in their business class cabin. I took the flight to see how an indirect trip from London to Dubai compared to a direct flight in terms of price and service. I booked the flight as part of a round trip from London to Dubai, flying Air France via Paris on the outbound and KLM via Amsterdam on the return. The flights cost £2,466 in total. For comparison, a Virgin Atlantic upper class direct return on the same dates cost over £1,000 more at £3,612. I hope you find the review interesting, and I'd be delighted if you'd subscribe to my channel. Your support makes a huge difference. So let's jump into the review. My journey started at London Heathrow Terminal 4, where I took the short flight across to Paris. Air France had dedicated business class check-in desks. The baggage allowance was one checked bag weighing up to 32 kilos. Some Air France business class tickets allowed 2 checked bags, but my ticket only allowed 1. SkyTeam status also gained an extra bag. The hand baggage allowance was very generous at 2 bags plus a personal item, but up to a total of 18 kilos. The check-in was efficient, although I had to ask if there was fast-track security or a lounge. A 45-minute flight later, I was at Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport. From the arriving gate, you walked back to the centre of the terminal and up escalators to then re-clear security. The security lines were quick. Then it was a short walk to the Air France lounge. My ticket didn't include lounge access. However, SkyTeam status gave me admission. Considering it was 10 PM, the lounge was pretty busy. A basic range of food was available alongside drinks. My layover was only an hour, so there wasn't much time before I needed to head to the departure gate. This was gate K35, which was about a 5-minute walk from the lounge. Let me know what you think of the review. Leave a like, subscribe for future reviews, and comment away. Long queues had already formed to board the plane. Business class passengers got priority in boarding group 1. Although we were then held on the ramp for about 10 minutes. There weren't any views out to see the aircraft. The flight was on a Boeing 777-200 extended range aircraft. Registration Foxtrot Golf Sierra Papa November. It was 23 years old. When boarding did start, they allowed passengers to board from 2 different ramps, meaning priority boarding didn't really happen, although a separate air bridge was used to board the business class cabin. Business class was in the front cabin of the aircraft. There were 28 seats in a 1-2-1 configuration. Each seat had direct aisle access. I was in seat 7A at the back of the cabin. The seat had a width of 20 inches and could convert into a 6-foot 7-inch bed. A hanger was provided for your coat. There was a fixed footstool which formed the end of the bed. Alongside the footstool was a power socket and USB-A port, beside which was a bottle of water. Beside the seat was a counter with a storage compartment, inside which were headphones. There was ample space in the overhead storage bins. Above the seats were reading lights, but no individual air vents. On the edge of the counter were controllers for the seat. These were right where you would rest your arm, so I inadvertently reclined the seat a few times. There was a controller for the entertainment system and another reading light. To the aisle side of the seat, an armrest pulled up. An amenity kit was handed out prior to departure. It included socks and an eye mask, cream, lip balm, toothbrush and toothpaste, a pen and earplugs. Slippers were also provided. Pre-departure juice, water or champagne were offered, along with a hot towel. The menus were also handed out. We pushed back from the gate a few minutes ahead of schedule as the safety video was played.
Madame, Monsieur, bonjour et bienvenue à bord.
Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen.
Ce film concerne votre sécurité. Merci de nous accorder votre attention.
For your safety and comfort, please take a moment to watch the following safety video.
We had a short taxi from Terminal 2E to take off from runway 08 left. The cabin lights were dimmed for the nighttime takeoff. The flight time from Paris to Dubai was scheduled to be 6 hours and 50 minutes. After takeoff, I checked out the entertainment system. It featured a 16-inch touchscreen. There were 283 movies in English, French, German, Spanish, Portuguese, Arabic and Chinese. The TV selection included 87 series in English. Noise-cancelling headphones were provided, which eliminated a lot of the aircraft noise. A free Wi-Fi messaging service was available, alongside paid packages to surf the internet or stream content. The streaming pass cost €38. It provided good download speeds of 60 megabits per second. The table slid out from under the counter and then folded over. The main meal was served shortly after takeoff. There was a fixed starter, cheese and dessert, with a choice of 4 main courses. The main courses could be pre-ordered in advance. The starter, a side salad, the cheese and dessert were all served on a tray. The starter was a wheat, apricot and hazelnut salad with a shrimp and sweet potato cream. Unfortunately, there appeared to be nuts on both parts of the dish, so I wasn't able to eat it. For main course, I selected the pork loin with honey and soy sauce. This was tender and very flavoursome. The cheese selection was all French, naturally. The dessert was a coconut, lime and mango slice. All in all, a great main course and a nice looking starter, but an underwhelming dessert. The wine list included champagne, 2 white wines and 2 red wines. On average, the wines retailed at just over £30 per bottle. I was served a cup of tea, but with nowhere to put the used tea bag. There were 3 toilets around the business class cabin, 1 at the front and 2 at the rear. The toilet at the front was larger, but it was showing its age. Clarin products were provided. A changing stall folded down from the wall. The toilets at the rear were smaller. A baby changing table folded down from the wall. Back in the cabin, the lights had been dimmed. I converted the seat into a bed. A pillow and blanket were provided. The bed was very long with plenty of space at the foot. However, around the body it was quite narrow. It was also exposed to the aisle with no privacy. About 75 minutes prior to landing, the lights came back on and breakfast was served. There was a single choice on the menu. There was a bowl of orange and pink grapefruit, a plain thick yoghurt, a cheese omelette with celery, spinach and tomato sauce, and a croissant and brioche bun. Despite the lack of choice, it was a good meal. Another hot towel was provided. And then we were preparing to land. We flew in from the Persian Gulf, flying over the city before looping back to land on runway 03 left. Overall, I thought this was an okay flight. The check-in experience wasn't very good, and I had to ask about fast-track security in the lounge, rather than being told about them. The lounge at Charles de Gaulle wasn't very good. I put it down with a BA Galleries lounge and nowhere near the quality of the lounges you get with Qantas, Cathay or Virgin. Boarding ended up being a bit of a free-for-all, with no priority for business class passengers. The onboard service was excellent, with a friendly and attentive crew. The entertainment system worked well, with a good selection of movies in English. It was good to see free messaging Wi-Fi, and the streaming package had impressive download speeds. I wasn't impressed by the lack of choices in the meal services, with the only choice being the main course. That said, the main course was excellent. And I was impressed at the quality of the wine list, something other airlines could take note of. The seat was comfortable, although the controls were badly positioned and easy to accidentally activate. As a bed, it was also comfortable, although it felt a little tight across the body, and there was no privacy from the aisle. For the price I paid, I think it was a good deal, although the reduced baggage allowance and lack of lounge access would have been annoying had I not had SkyTeam status. What do you think of the Air France business class service? Would you be tempted to fly indirect to save on the fare? Let me know in the comments. Please give the video a thumbs up, and I really do hope that you will subscribe to the channel for future reviews. Until next time, safe travels.